Imagine this. You are a judge in a local court. A case comes before you. Someone caught using an illegal drug. The law is clear and justice demands a verdict. You find the person guilty and issue the required sentence. A law was broken and punishment must be issued. Now later that day you return home. As you walk in, your heart stops. You find your own child slumped on the bed, unconscious, with a bottle of illicit pills beside them. He is barely breathing. Without urgent medical intervention, your child will die. Now let me ask you this. What does justice require in this situation? Would you stand over your child, declare him guilty and enforce the legal punishment, or would you do everything in your power to save your child, call an ambulance and rush him to the hospital and fight to restore his life? Of course, as a loving parent, you do whatever it takes to save your child. This is exactly what God is facing with humanity. Humanity is infected with a terminal condition called sin. Sin is not just about breaking rules. It's about violating God's life-giving design laws, the very principles upon which life and health are built. When we separate from God's life-giving design laws, we naturally suffer and move towards death, just as taking poison leads to suffering and, if untreated, death. But God is not a cold, distant judge looking to punish lawbreakers. He is a loving Father, desperately seeking to heal His children. His justice is about restoring us back to health, not condemning us to death. That is why He sent Jesus, our intervention, our treatment, our cure for our terminal disease. Through Christ, God offers restoration, not condemnation. God's justice, therefore, is to heal, not punish. In our world today, we think of justice as punishment, that wrongdoers must be made to suffer. But in God's kingdom, justice is about healing the broken, rescuing the lost, and restoring life itself. The Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all who wait for Him. Isaiah chapter 30 verse 18. But here's the heartbreaking truth. Many still reject God's offer of healing and see Him as a punitive God. They ignore their terminal illness, refuse to cure, and insisting that they don't need help. Yet, just like the life-saving treatment, like any life-saving treatment, God's offer has an expiration date. One day it will be too late to accept. So the real question is, what will we choose? Will we reject God's offer and suffer the natural consequence of sin, or will we accept His healing, allow Him to restore us and live in the fullness of His love? Now, knowing what we've just said, that God's justice isn't about punishing sinners, it's about saving His children, what will you choose? Amen.